Hey, what's up, guys? I'm RJ with the Patriot Podcast. What do we know about President Joe Biden? Besides being crooked, sleepy Joe Biden, gaff machine Joe Biden, that's about all we really know him as is this bumbling, fumbling fool who is making America last. We see under Trump, America was first. The America First movement and the America First agenda, make America great again. But see, now under Biden, MAGA is a dirty little word, and he calls people who are make America great again extremists.
Let's turn straight away to that breaking news from Washington for the last 10 minutes or so. The most senior Republican in the US Congress, Kevin McCarthy, says he has ordered House committees to begin a formal impeachment inquiry into President Biden. Mr. McCarthy said his party had uncovered what he called serious and credible corruption allegations. Republicans, who now narrowly control the House, have accused Mr. Biden of profiting while he served as vice president from 2009 to 2017 from his son Hunter Biden's foreign business ventures, though they've not presented evidence. Well, here's Mr. McCarthy speaking just in the last half hour.
Through our investigations, we have found that President Biden did lie to the American people about his own knowledge of his family's foreign business dealings. Eyewitnesses have testified that the president joined on multiple phone calls and had multiple interactions. Dinners resulted in cars and millions of dollars into his son's business partners. We know that bank records show that nearly $20 million in payments were directed to the Biden family members and associates through various shell companies. The Treasury Department alone has more than 150 transactions involving the Biden family and other business associates that were flagged as suspicious activity by U.S. banks. Even a trusted FBI informant has alleged a bribe to the Biden family. Biden used his official office to coordinate with Hunter Biden's business partners about Hunter's role in Burisma, a Ukrainian energy company. Finally, despite these serious allegations, it appears that the president's family has been offered special treatment by Biden's own administration, treatment that not otherwise would have received if they were not related to the president.
Well, that was Kevin McCarthy speaking in the last few minutes. Let's go straight to Washington, straight to our North America correspondent, Sean Dillian. Sean, tell us more in terms of the background to this and a little more about what Kevin McCarthy was actually saying there to reporters.
Yeah, of course, you have to understand that there is a very political climate here in the United States at the moment. Kevin McCarthy, a prominent Republican who had to force his speakership to become elected in the first place, he's pointing at inquiries by the Oversight Judiciary and Ways and Means inquiry that has looked into allegations around conversations that Joe Biden had in and around the time that he was vice president in Ukraine. Republicans make allegations against Joe Biden that they claim he had knowledge of and participated in financial lucrative deals when his son Hunter Biden was involved with an energy company in the country. Now, this has always been denied, of course, by the Biden family, by the White House.
Naturally, Joe Biden would deny it. He doesn't want his skeletons in the closet exposed to the world. This is the most ineffective president in our history, next to Chester A. Arthur. And that was the 20th president. Let's see, what has Biden done in his last 3 years? Oh, well, let's see. He reversed all the Trump era immigration policies at the border, got rid of Remain in Mexico, got rid of catch and deport, went to the failed Obama era catch and release, stopped the border wall construction. Let's see what else. Start cracking down on people for gas stoves. Yeah, he wanted to ban gas stoves. He's in the process of trying to ban menthol cigarettes. And if you're part of the Trump crowd, which is Make America Great Again, you're labeled as an extremist. And if I remember one of his speeches, he was standing up in front of the podium with blood red lighting behind him and 2 Marines standing on each side. It looked almost kind of demonic, almost. But no, we're supposed to just brush away everything that this guy has done to this country. Our freaking inflation is high because of Joe. He's trying to eliminate gas-powered vehicles and want us all to drive electric vehicles. Personally, I'm not ever going to drive an electric vehicle. Even if they outlaw gasoline-powered cars, I'm still going to be driving one. Because I put my middle finger up at Joe. I didn't vote for him. I can't stand him, and I hope he gets voted out of office this year.
And in this case, what's interesting about this one is initially Kevin McCarthy would have needed to get Republican Party members to vote in favor of opening this impeachment inquiry. In this case, he's not done that. He's using his powers to direct the committee to open the impeachment inquiry. Interesting for a number of reasons. Theoretically, there now doesn't have to be a vote, but he's already under pressure to stave off a potential shutdown of government finances to cooperate with Democratic Party members. And so this, one way or another is going to be a headache for Kevin McCarthy. Many people are going to be saying, look, you do need a vote before this inquiry is open.
Look at the way Joe Biden walks. He walks like my great grandpa. I think they just need to put old Sleepy Joe out to pasture. I mean, my God, if he gets reelected, he's 81 now. He'll be 84 or 85. If he don't die in his sleep from old age.
Open, but to a degree, as we saw with Donald Trump's 2 impeachments when he was president, it could be slightly academic, because even if an inquiry voted to impeach him, you'd then be looking at Democratic Party members acquitting him ultimately.
Now, we had a pretty instant response from the White House. Take me through that.
Yes, they have said GOP, that's the term for the Republican Party, have been investigating these claims for 9 months. The White House says that they found absolutely no evidence that there was anything wrong, and they've branded this as extreme politics. What we see here actually is an extension of both parties throwing mud at each other, claiming weaponization of various authorities, be that Donald Trump and the Department of Justice, or in this case, the House subcommittees and beyond. So, again, theoretically, parties should vote on these issues normally when it came to an actual impeachment.
Can someone please throw old Joe in a nursing home? Let him sit there and knit and knit and knit and show his grandkids, hey, look what Grandpa Joe did.
decision rather than to open the inquiry. But it is highly political. Many Republican Party members feel that Joe Biden has not been investigated properly. They feel that his son, Hunter Biden, had been given a soft ride in his recent collapsed case of plea deal around gun charges, or around tax evasion, actually, in a separate gun charge. But in this case, there's not actually been any evidence presented in the public domain. And so this would be the opportunity for that to happen, but it is highly political. And again, it's an extension of what US politics is at the moment, which is highly polarized and highly inflammatory.
Highly polarized and highly inflammatory. I'm sorry. Yes, our politics here in the United States can get highly polarized and highly inflammatory, especially during a presidential election. But I only wish that we have two candidates that's not in their 80s. Yeah, Donald Trump is pushing 80. Why do we have to have these two old people running for president again? Donald Trump lost to Joe Biden in 2020. But why do we have to have these two old guys running again? I think Joe just needs to gracefully bow out, check into a nursing home, and live out his life knitting or crocheting blankets for his grandchildren. Oh, look at Grandpa Joe made you look good. Yeah, that's what Joe Biden needs to do. Well, I hope you guys found this somewhat informative. And I will check at you later. Patriot Podcast out.